how do you define, how do you position yourself? Like, you know, you're a producer, yeah, you may be a rapper, you may be a singer, you may be a CEO, father, a husband. Like, what's like, you know, of course the name Pharrell explains everything, but like, you know, like except that, how will you define yourself? Like,
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm a public servant first.
Public servant.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that word.
Yeah, and you know, when you serve the public, you know, you're doing
something for public.
Yeah, and that's God's will. I'm a believer.
Oh, you're a believer.
Yeah, I believe. You know, the universe is real. For me, God is the universe. We're in the universe. You guys hit a place where you were like, you know, what are we doing? Who are we? Are we who we said we were?
Right.
You know, and you know, as you think about who you are and you think about what you mean and what your intentions are, it's like also kind of determining who you want to be. I mean, how's that feel? Like, where are you in that process right now?
It's been just like 10 years after we had our debut as a team. So, you know, K-pop is, you know, all about the band and the groups. And actually, I told you, I personally started my career as a rapper and as a poet.
Yeah.
So that was a tricky part actually, because, you know, the K-pop is like a mix.
Yeah.
It's like the mix of American pop music, all the visuals and the choreos and social medias and stuff. It's really intense and really hectic. So it has some pros and cons of its own. So, you know, after 10 years, I think it was not our intention, but we took it. But we actually became a sort of a social figure. So, you know, a K-pop band going to have a speech at the UN, or, you know, meeting the presidents. It's like, I think I was really confused that I'm what am I, like a diplomat or what? So
Yeah.
I was just like a, you know, a small rapper and lyricist when I was young, like from the scratch. So it was 10 years really intense as a team, and I actually was in charge like almost all of the interviews and you know, representing the team like in front of the other members. That was my stuff, I guess, role.
Yeah.
So I think I got really I don't know, like, yo, I gotta stop this for a bit. I gotta shut it down and just, you know, fall from it away, and then just see what's going on. You know, making my mind really calm down.
Yeah.
And then I think, so that's how I got to concentrate on my just solo. And these days I really have been thinking about the 15 when I first listened to you. You know, the first feeling and the vibe and the reason why I started, why I chose music to, you know, for my whole life, I guess.
I think it's good for you to do that, because then when you come back to it, you know, to the group,
team.
I think it's going to be, to the team, I think it's going to be super fresh. You're going to have a whole lot of ideas. I would just say continue to move forward, continue to be curious, and don't put any kind of necessary pressure on what it is that you do by saying, you know, no absolutes, like, oh, I will never do music again, or I will never, I wouldn't do any of that. I would just...
No nevers.
No nevers. Just stay along for the ride. Just keep going.
Cruising.
Yeah, and just see where you end up, because it's really interesting.